Welcome back to the Little Beaver Creek. Today's video we're going to be trimming a few deer paths and we're going to be checking the trail cams and doing a little exploring along the Little Beaver Creek. This is an area that's the land bridge that crosses the creek. It's a good spot to put the trail cams. I wanted to get it cut down a little bit so I could get some better pictures. I also wanted to clear out a few paths so I could walk through the woods. Some of the tall grasses here, you don't know where you're walking. You can step in a hole and twist your ankle. I wanted to get some of this tall grass trimmed up and make a few paths through the woods. It'll make it a lot easier trying to walk around out there without tripping and falling. This year has been an unusually dry year. We haven't really got a lot of rain. Usually the water's up a lot higher here than what it is. Probably no water in the creeks, and that's not too good for fishing. I think I only caught about 7 or 8 catfish this year. It was a disaster for a year for trying to catch fish. Last year I caught a lot more. I think I got about 20 or 25 catfish last year. We had a lot more rain during the later season of the year. I decided to swap out the trail cams in this area. I had quite a few pictures. I wanted to bring it back and change the batteries anyway. So I wanted to check out this new trail and get back here a little further and trim out some more of this so I can get back deeper in the woods. I think if I get some paths cut back through here, the game will follow along these trails also. Let me know in the comments if you know what kind of grass this is. This stuff grows all over back here, and in the summertime it gets about 6-7 feet tall. Wish I could get rid of it and something else would grow in here. You can't hardly get through here in the summertime. This stuff grows up so tall it's like going through a jungle. Another bad thing about it is it doesn't make a very good habitat for quail or pheasant. They need a habitat where they can get in and out. If they have baby chicks, there's no way they're going to get through this mess. From what I've seen on the videos, the pheasants, turkeys, and the quails, they need a little more open area. They need some cover, but they also need an open area. This area back here with the trail cam is the area where I was cutting a tree branch that fell down. I had took the camera out earlier to get some footage off of it. Now I wanted to bring another one out here and replace it and get some more footage for the future. I want to put a cabin in this area because it's kind of open and there ain't no big trees. You got easy access to the creek and the fishing spot. It'd be a perfect place for a little cabin on top of this hill. Now this little area going down the hill here, my brother found a few arrowheads over the years here. The water washes off the surface and you can see pieces of flint everywhere. Now earlier I had one along this creek and looked at it. There's spots in there that may be 2 feet deep at the most. If you had waders, you could walk across it. It's pretty bad for fishing this year. There's really can't see anything in there. I mean, when I get up close, I can see the bottom of the creek, but I just don't see anything in there. I wanted to get some of this tall grass and weeds cut up, so if we ever do get any rain, I can come back out of here. I have a little better access to the fishing area. Now I tried a few other spots out in the woods. This is by far one of the better places to fish. You don't get a lot of snags. When the water's up, you always catch decent catfish. Now I've explored the woods for years. I've never found an arrowhead. My brother, he's got an eye for it. I don't think I could find an arrowhead in an arrowhead factory. I just don't have an eye for it. I look for them, but I can never find them. I decided to move the cameras around a little bit. Me and my son cleaned this area out a couple years ago down here and made some steps coming up. They're all washed out. It's a nice spot where some of the animals travel through. Now this video is over a couple different days coming out here. We usually come out once a week or so to check the trail cams and check everything out. I like to move the trail cams around and try to get different views, check the woods and do a little exploring to see how everything's doing, see if there's anything new in the area. Now this area I'm going through here, I usually don't explore through here, but the deer's got some paths going through here. That'd be a good area to go through and check out, maybe find some new spots to put the trail cams. Eventually I'm going to get back through here and thin this out a little bit. There's a lot of areas that got a lot of little trees growing around the big ones. I want to clear some of them back because it's just going to choke them out after a while. Now this area here off to the left, there's usually water standing in here. It's such a dry season, there ain't nothing in there. The trail cam that we're heading to now is a spot there where there's a second land bridge that crosses the creek. We got some good footage there when we first put the trail cam there when we first got them. The water was up a little bit and there was a big herd crossing. Eventually I'm going to get back in here with the weed whacker and the mower and clear out some more paths out back here. This is probably a quarter mile away from the other land bridge. There's quite a bit of woods to go through out here to get it cleared. If I had a bigger tractor or something, it'd be a lot easier. This area down in here, there's usually water in here where I'm walking at. It's really bad and dry this year, and there ain't a heck of a lot in there. I did notice quite a few tracks in the muds, raccoon, possum, deer. I decided to take this trail cam out because the batteries were dead. I had to bring it back to the house and get some different batteries put in it. You can see here that it's really low. There ain't nothing in there. There ain't but about an inch or two of water. This is a great fishing spot when we were younger kids. Me and my brother would come out here and fish. There's a lot of bluegill and smallmouth bass in here. Over the last 10 or 20 years, the creek's dried up quite a bit. There just isn't a heck of a lot in here to fish for. Making it up through these paths to the main trail. The main trail is usually maintenance every year by my family. My sisters or my brother comes out and mows it. This is where we can get back in the woods. Now I'm going to throw a little clip in and some footage that we captured off the trail cams. Now, it's been about a week since I've been out here. I'm going to take this trail cam out and replace it with one that had fresh batteries and a fresh SD card. Now, a lot of times the batteries get burned up when it's a windy day like this. It triggers the camera several times, and you got a bunch of pictures with nothing on it, and you got a dead battery. That's the part that sucks about it. It'd be nice if they had a camera that detected the heat signature instead of a motion detector. You'd have a lot less wasted clips. Now, here's some more footage that I've recovered after this day.